You've probably been there. You're in a meeting. You've prepared. You've researched. You know your stuff. But when you start explaining yourself, your reasoning, your process, your intentions, people tune out. Or worse, they interrupt, dismiss, move on. Meanwhile, someone else says nothing, just nods, smiles, doesn't justify, doesn't defend, and yet the room listens, respects, follows. It's not fair. It's not logical, but it's very, very real. Welcome to Strategience, the unseen logic behind power, choice, and human behavior. Today, we're talking about why high-status people never explain themselves. And no, this isn't about being arrogant or dismissive. It's about strategic clarity. Let me tell you about Marcus. Marcus was a junior product designer at a Fortune 500 tech company. Brilliant ideas. But he'd spend 10 minutes explaining why he chose a certain font, color, layout, only to be overridden by a senior VP who said, "I like it," and moved on. Frustrated, Marcus started observing. He noticed something. The people who got their way rarely explained why. They didn't apologize for decisions. They didn't defend their choices. They simply stated them. So Marcus tried it. At the next sprint review, instead of launching into a 5-minute justification for his UI redesign, he said, "This version reduces cognitive load by 40%. We'll test it tomorrow. No, because. No, I think. No, if you agree." The room paused, then nodded, approved it. Marcus didn't become more talented overnight. He became more authoritative because here's the truth. When you explain yourself too much, you signal uncertainty. Your brain reads excessive justification as, "I'm not sure I'm right. I need you to believe me." And in social hierarchies, whether in boardrooms, classrooms, or family dinners, uncertainty gets ignored. High status people understand this intuitively. They don't explain because they don't need to. They've already built credibility through consistent action, clear boundaries, and calm presence. This isn't manipulation. It's earned authority. A 2022 study from Stanford's Organizational Behavior Lab analyzed 300 executive meetings across industries. They found that the most influential leaders spent 70% less time justifying decisions than their peers. Instead, they focused on stating outcomes clearly, setting deadlines, assigning ownership, no explanations, no apologies, no, "I hope this makes sense." Why? Because they knew. Clarity doesn't require permission. Now, this doesn't mean you should shut down communication. It means you should stop over-explaining. Here's how to practice this authentically. The 3-step authority shift. Step 1, replace because with outcome. Instead of, "I chose this approach because I thought it would reduce friction," say, "This approach reduces friction by 30%. Launch date, Friday." Step 2, drop the "I think," "maybe," "if you agree." These phrases dilute your message. They invite debate where none is needed. Say what you mean, own it. Step 3, let silence do the work. After stating your position, pause. Don't fill the void with justification. Let others react, ask questions, decide. That pause, that's where your authority lives. Because true power doesn't beg for approval. It creates certainty. And in a world full of noise, explanation, and over-communication, clarity is the ultimate signal of status. You don't need to be a CEO or a celebrity to use this. Start small. Next time someone asks you to explain your decision, ask yourself, is this about understanding or about control? If it's about understanding, give the facts. If it's about control, state your position, then stop. That's how high status people operate, not because they're better, but because they've learned to trust their own judgment and let others catch up. If you've ever felt like you have to justify your existence in a room, this is your reset. Comment status below if you're going to try the 3-step authority shift this week. And if you want the free guide, The 3 Silent Signals of High Status Used by Real Leaders, not gurus, tap the link in the description. Because in a world that rewards performance, silence is the ultimate credential. This is Strategience, where strategy meets essence, and understanding becomes advantage.